If you take the King's Road north from the Black Forest and follow the walkways into the foothills of Carigoon, you will eventually come across the market town of Stonibridge, a conclave of ramshackle cottages and cattle pens. On market days, the town square would swell, overflowing with animals and their bickering owners. On this day, the rain darkened the sky. Through the gloam, a girl walked barefoot and alone, her hands clasped around her only possession, a bastard sword. If held upright, its height would have surpassed her own. She dragged it as she walked, leaving a deep furrow in the muck behind her, like a plough. The sword had a single word scratched roughly into its side. It read, "Sunshine." The girl reached the town centre. She planted the sword in the ground. Leaning on it, she took a second to catch her breath. Summoning her strength, she raised a fist in the air and shouted, "Sunshine!" Freedom defines most tabletop RPGs. There is no set path. If your DM is quick enough, you can do whatever you please. For new players, this leads to an easily recognised condition, known as being a giant asshole. But in RPGs, freedom does not necessarily mean freedom from consequence. A group of 3 new players were tasked with acquiring money and supplies in a town called Ballyamore. The gnome sorcerer read over her character sheet and realised that she had the firebolt cantrip. With an unlimited source of fire, she decided that the best way to acquire the necessary supplies would be to threaten the townsfolk. After robbing the tavern, the party made their way to the blacksmith's workshop. As they entered, the owner was busy finishing a sword at the grinding wheel. The sorcerer threw a firebolt over his head to get his attention. As he turned to face the party, the flames painted scorch marks on the back wall of the forge. She demanded that he give them new weapons and armour, rolling for intimidation. No luck. The blacksmith stood his ground and refused to hand over his goods. Displeased, the sorcerer attacked him with her dagger. The other players could only look on in horror as their friend stabbed at the innocent NPC. The blacksmith responded with a wild slash of his sword, dealing 3 points of damage. Suddenly reminded of her mortality, the sorcerer decided it would be safer to burn the whole shop to the ground. She flung another firebolt at a nearby oil lamp. Seeing the growing flames, the blacksmith disengaged from the fight and ran away from the party. The sorcerer took the opportunity to stab him in the back while he tried to climb a nearby staircase. From the darkness, the blacksmith's daughter appeared. She had witnessed the whole thing. The sorcerer readied another firebolt, but was interrupted by the party bard. "You can't kill a child, Sunshine." Reluctantly, Sunshine lowered her hands and fled the burning building with the others. After a few sessions, they had forgotten all about the orphaned girl they had left behind. When the girl found them in Stonibridge, Sunshine knew she could not refuse the challenge. The rules for dueling were well known. No magic, no potions, and no ranged weapons. At level 3, it is unlikely that a human commoner can win a fight against a player, but not impossible. The likely doom of the courageous child drew a large crowd. Encircling Sunshine, the girl lifted the sword over her head and swung directly at her opponent, achieving a critical hit. The girl did a total of 15 damage. With only 5 hit points remaining, Sunshine and the girl were at last on equal footing. Sunshine responded with her dagger. Grazing the girl's left arm, she only managed to do 3 damage. Desperate to win the encounter, Sunshine pointed at the bard and demanded that he cast inspiration on her. Reluctant, he strung up his guitar and played a tune of inspiration. At the last second, he changed direction from Sunshine and aimed it at the girl, giving her the extra dice. Confidence renewed, the girl landed another blow, dealing 7 points of damage. Sunshine was knocked unconscious. Unable or unwilling to interfere, her allies watched as the girl planted the sword in Sunshine's chest, to the joyful cries of the townsfolk. They scooped up the young hero and paraded her away on their shoulders. The players were left alone with Sunshine's corpse. Taking the gold from her pockets, they bought a horse and left Stonibridge, their former friend's body lying prone in the muck. That was not the last time the dwindling party encountered the young girl, but that is a story for another day.